Hello friends, welcome back to Code Tonight. So in today's video guys, we will be using ChatGPT, OpenAI API, and what we are trying to do is we are about to see how you can use your internal database for querying with ChatGPT. Okay, so there are like few ways by which you can let ChatGPT to search on the data from your database. So we will just see how you can do that. Okay. So I will just show you the basic code that I have written and then I will try to explain the ways that you can use. So guys, suppose like you want to ask here anything and then you want ChatGPT to search on your database. So I have this DB employee and this is the table here. So the first way guys that we have is we have to pass the data to the ChatGPT API and then ask ChatGPT to search the answer from that data. So currently I am not showing you that way. So because what happens is in that scenario there is a like token size that is available for ChatGPT models. So for example, if it is a GPT-4 turbo model, then there is a okay. So I will search uh, token size for. So here you will see that there is a context window size available for all the ChatGPT versions. So here you will see the token sizes. Now what is this token size? So basically this is the data, maximum data that you can pass to ChatGPT and then you can ask ChatGPT to filter from that data. So here is also the max words. Here you can see. So basically if you try to use GPT 3.5 turbo option, then you can only send these many words for the context, and more than that data will not be able to pass to the ChatGPT. So basically suppose if you have like 1000 records in your database, then there is a very less chances that you can pass all the data to the ChatGPT and then ask it to filter from that. So that's why that way of passing the data to the ChatGPT doesn't work when you are doing it on a big level. So that's why I am not showing you currently that way, because that is not a like usable in a long term. Okay, so then what's the second way that you can use? Okay, so first thing that you have to know is there is no direct way by which you can pass the connection string or database connection to the chat gpt and ask it to filter the data from that. So the only ways that you have is you can either put the text content in a text file and then pass the text file to the chat gpt, or you can create all the data in a json format and then pass that json to the chat gpt. Okay, so there are these few ways. Now the way that we will talk about in this video is um, kind of workaround. So in this what we will do is, so here I have passed the table structure of my table which I showed you here. So this is the employees table and there are 4 columns here. So I have passed all the columns and table here as a string. Okay, and then basically I am telling it to, based on the provided schema, I want you to provide a SQL query based on the user prompts. Okay, so now what it means, so basically I have provided the table structure to the chat gpt, and then I am asking chat gpt to whatever prompt that I will put, it has to make a SQL query out of that. Okay, so simply whatever I will ask, it will try to convert it to a SQL query that will match the table structure. Okay, so that it will run fine. So that it will do, it will return us the SQL query. So we will see how that works. Okay, so suppose now here we have this name. Okay, we have this designation. Okay, so I say I want all records, I want all HR employees. Okay, so now this is a normal language text. Okay, so now you cannot pass that to SQL directly for your search, because you cannot figure out like what it is asking on yourself, so that's why we cannot use that directly to the SQL. So we will ask the chat GPT. So here we have used the code, here I have provided the schema. Okay, and then we will use the OpenAI API, and here it will pass the response. Okay, and then I have displayed the code on the screen. So here you will see it has returned back this query. So basically it says select star from employees where designation equal to HR. Now how it find this query? So basically it analyzed the question, and because I have specified HR, so it knows it is a designation, and based on the provided schema it knows how and which column we have to use for the query. Okay, so then it provided us this query. Now what you can do is you can pick the response, like you can do this in your code part. You can get the query from the response and then you can execute that on your SQL server. Okay, so basically we don't have currently the HR record here, so that's why it didn't show up any record, but the query is correct. Okay, so similarly, suppose I want to ask something like I want all employees with name Shubham. Okay, so then it will again go in the database, and based on the schema it will end up generating a, so again it will generate a SQL query. So now this query we can again pick and try to execute. Okay, so basically because the name of the employee here is uh, Shubham Sani, and we are using a so ChatGPT is using a equal operator. So basically, like this is a not a ChatGPT issue. Like if you want it to search the like operator here, then you can specify in the table schema. Here you can add one more like line, like whenever you search the data, use a like operator or something. So then it will include a like operator. So basically, you can improve this context here and the question. You can improve this as per your requirements, but basically this will be a more smooth way of using ChatGPT, because then you can search on all the data in your database. If you don't use this way, then there are very less chances you can use the complete database for search with your ChatGPT API, because you can only pass the limited data. Okay, so guys, you can try out this way. I have used it on few projects and this works fine. Only the thing is you have to handle few things manually to get the correct results. Okay, but on larger level this works fine, because you are just asking for a SQL query and then you can execute that on the SQL server. Okay, and then you will be able to get the data and use that. Okay, so this is the way, guys, you can try it. And if you want a more um, bigger tutorial or with better example, like how you can pass the complete data to ChatGPT and then search from that, I can also show you that way in the video. So you can let us know in the comments if you want that part, like how to pass the complete data and not use this way where we are getting the SQL query and then we are using that in the uh, SQL server. Okay, so thank you guys, and you can let us know about the feedbacks, and thank you.